Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing good and enjoying my tropical botanical series. Now in this video I am using the Molds and Shapes mold. Like, as you guys know now, Molds and Shapes have closed until August, so you won't be able to order any more until August, and then they will run through until they permanently close end of September. Like, permanently close. I've already had a message saying, wait, I thought they were going on holiday, I didn't realize they were closing. They're closing. Done. Goodbye, Molds and Shapes. Anyway, so I'm using the long oval mold, and it's a lot wider than the standard one that I use. So again, I will link it below. But of course it will be August until you can order it. In today's video, we are going neon bright, bright, because I've got some absolutely stunning UVDTF stickers that I've ordered from Amanda Towgood, and then they're bordering on neon. So I figured, hey, why not? Let's just make it a crazy bright, happy, you know, make you smile when you look at it kind of tray. Now the resin I'm using for the base of the tray is the Let's Resin Fast Cure. This means I can get into my craft room at 9 in the morning and then demold by, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It just is so helpful having that fast cure so that you can get one big project done inside a day. Now I am mixing this by hand. The reason being is that the fast cure resin is super thick. Like, it's got such a thick viscosity that when I put it on my Let's Resin mixing machine, the cup is like dancing around. And I have used the Let's Resin mixing machine for thicker resins. It's just I have to, put things around it to keep it in place so that the cup doesn't fly away. Now the powder I'm using is Marblers. This isn't mica. This is just powder, pigment powder, and I got this from Amazon. If you guys were with me a couple years ago, you'll know I did a whole 1980s neon series, and it is one of my favorite eras, as you know, as a 70s baby it would be. I love everything 80s. So this is the Marblers neon powder. I have to admit though, not sponsored, I bought this from Amazon. The powder itself is your stereotypical neon pink, but once it's in resin, it definitely takes on more of an intense, deep red color. It doesn't quite look as neon as my gloves. You can see some of the powder on my gloves, and it does look like your 80s neon. But in the resin, maybe I put too much in. To be fair, I did put quite a lot in. It's very, very intense, deep, opaque, bordering red. Now, depending on the light, you can definitely see some neon in there as well. When we, demold, you'll see what I'm talking about. But once I'd poured the mold full, I then ran a micro brush tool just in and around those 90-degree edges. Now that is a torch that I'm using. Do not adjust your screens. This is me zooming in on the tray next day. Just don't let the torch touch the silicone and you are good. So on demold, like you can see now, it's bright, but it's not neon pink. I think the yellow would definitely be a bit more neon-y, if that makes any sense. These are the stickers. Absolutely beautifully bright, vibrant parrot stickers. Now, again, this is where I have to thank my patrons, because I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I needed an outline of these leaves first, right? So all of the Monstera, the banana, all of the tropical leaf UVDTF stickers were going to go around the outer edge of the tray, right? I want these parrots to look like they are flying in amongst tropical yumminess, even though I know the sky is not neon pink in tropical places. But I have sped this bit up because you can imagine it was time consuming. Once I'd stuck all of the leaves around the outer edge of the tray, I came to a standstill again. I was like, I just don't know. A, I didn't know if I really liked it at that point, and B, I didn't quite know the orientation of the parrots. Do I just add one? Do I add both? Do I put them facing each other? Do I use the smaller ones? The smaller ones to be honest, for me, just felt too small for the tray. So yeah, it was definitely creative block. I just got stuck. So huge thank you again to my patrons over on my Patreon page. If you guys are interested in joining my Patreon page, then of course the details are always in the description box below. And that is where I don't just ask you for help. I promise you I don't. I do just share like what I'm up to, and you get to see and hear everything that I'm doing before it lands on my YouTube channel. So if you like all of the behind the scenes stuff, then come on over. But yeah, let's speed through this. We've all heard that saying, like, less is more, but sometimes when I do resin, especially with the chuck it all in, I truly believe that more is more. And sometimes I'll get comments saying, Claire, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you need to learn to walk away. Now, this is where I ask my patrons for help. Do I put the parrots either side of the tray, and then like in the center, do I put some Cricut vinyl, like a quote, like stay wild, or you know, like a super cool floaty flying quote, I don't know. Or do I put them head to head? Do I put them upways, downways, left, right, center? You know, where am I putting these parrots? And I'll be honest, I always go with the majority vote, like the majority rules in my Patreon. But there was no real majority. Not really. A few of them said this, you know, put them face to face in the center of the tray. Now, of course, that does mean losing some tail and wings, and that's absolutely fine. Put them face to face. One or two said, you know, use the smaller birds. The smaller ones would be better. And one or two said, put them either side of the tray. Don't put a quote though, just leave it blank. So yeah, this wasn't a real clean-cut decision. This was a, well, what do I do now? Because nobody was like, it wasn't like it usually is. It wasn't a majority vote, you know. So yeah, I just counted up all of the responses and just, I guess theoretically I went with the majority, but it really was like equal playing field amongst all of the suggestions. And I guess I went with this one, whatever was working visually for me at the time, which so many did say to do it this way. And this is what we're looking like. Now, I still wasn't happy. I still felt like it needed a bit of something. I've got them face to face, which I just think looks pretty neat. And it was not intentional for me to create, I guess, some kind of heart shape in between their wings and their faces. It's a bit of a strange heart shape. Kind of like it though. Wasn't intentional. It's just the way the images are. Really happy with the way I've got them quite, you know, symmetrical. That was key, to have them symmetrical on this tray. Not like the last tray where the two parrots were completely different and I just put them in randomly. This is very much a symmetrical tray when it comes to the parrots, but not so much the leaves. Now, it was at this point, this is where my brain was saying more is more. Okay, more is definitely more. It was too plain. Whilst I didn't want to completely and utterly cover up the base colour, I didn't want to do that. I did want to bring the foliage in a bit, make it look like they're kind of being hugged by the leaves. So you can see around the periphery of the tray, there's lots of little gaps, and it was just bugging me. And I think that is what I needed to do. I just stared at it and thought, it's just lacking. It's missing something. And I knew I needed to fill all of the gaps around the periphery, not around the heads of the parrots, not necessarily, you know, covering up the wings, just those big, massive red gaps. I needed them covered, and that's what I went with. So you can see here, what would you call it? I guess the outline of the parrots, I'm trying to put the leaves in so that they work along the contour of the stickers and give me a nice gap around the parrots without them dominating, if that makes any kind of sense. Am I even making sense today? Who knows, guys? Got a bit of a head cold, to be honest. Don't know what day it is, what time it is, or any of the above. And just underneath the wings, where the wings meet the tails, there's also that triangular gap, and I just wanted to like naturally, organically fill that as well, but not too much. So we've still got a gap, and I love it. I absolutely love it. This is exactly what I needed to do. Those little gaps are filled now. It just gives a bit more visual interest. And it was only then on the right hand side of the tray, like compared to the left hand side of the tray, the right hand side of the tray is still looking a little bit sparse and gappy. So off camera, I just filled it. I just needed to put a few more leaves in there until I was happy. Now to top coat this tray, oh my gosh, this is my new favorite resin. This is the Cure Pro Flawless Top Coating and Doming Resin from Apex. Like I said, called the Cure Pro. I of course will link it below. Now I am an affiliate of Let's Resin and of Apex, and I've used both of those brands today in today's video. So of course those codes will be down below for you. I have so many codes in my description box. It's almost getting ridiculous at this point, but very, very grateful for each and every one. So do check out the description box of all of my videos if there's any codes you fancy. Like I've got Washi Tape Shop in there. If any of you guys shop at the Washi Tape Shop, that's all in there. I've got all of your Homeware Design Co pigments for your eco pouring mediums. Stunning. Best brand I would use for Jesmonite is the Homeware Design Co pigments. That's all in there. So do check out my description box. Absolutely packed, ram full. We've got Nicole Mould in there. We've got Shadow Foam in there. Like I said, we've got the Washi Tape Shop. So many codes. The tray is done. It is looking absolutely spectacularly stunning. Now, at this moment in time, I feel like this might be my last tropical video of the season. I often feel like when I start to get really stuck and like start to not love what I'm making, that's when I'm like, okay, I need to move on to the next season. So tell me in the comment section what you think my next series or season should be. What should I do next? I won't be doing Easter because it does not fill my heart with joy. And yeah, let me know in the comment section, what series or season should I do next on my channel? If it's something you've seen me do before and you want me to repeat it, let me know. We've got a bubble, one singular solitary little bubble. How annoying is that? But it doesn't take away from the overall look of the tray. I absolutely love this bright. Now the thing is with this tray, me personally, I feel like when I look at this tray, I just smile. It just makes me smile. It's so bright, so graphic, almost, you know, Habitat. You know, if anyone loves the homeware design, like the homeware brand called Habitat, love it. It's very ultra poppy modern. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I hope you feel inspired. Thank you so much. If you are still here, don't forget to check out the description box. And if you've enjoyed this video, it's quite a simple one, but if you've enjoyed it, do please use one of your hypes, if you've got any left, to hype this video out. And of course, hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think my next season should be. Because I really don't know at this point, but I have just used neon. And it's getting me. I can't possibly go back and do another 80s. Can I? Oh my gosh, can I? I don't know. Anyway, let me know in the comment section. Yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.